Got a whale of a tale to tell you, lads, a whale of a tale or two, about the flapping fish and the girls I've loved on nights like this with the moon above. A whale of a tale and it's all true, I swear by my tattoo.
Yeah. Ugh. Oh, god dang, my head is round. Ew. It is really hot in here. It is really hot in Lemoore. Like, it's so bad here. I decided, actually no, you guys decided that you wanted me to do the biggest regrets that I've had since I've been in the Navy. So here they are. My biggest regret is actually prior to me joining the Navy, and that is not finishing my degree. Once upon a time ago, believe it or not, I was aspiring to be a high school English teacher. I had one more semester left until I was able to graduate, and I didn't. I wasn't financially responsible, and hence the reason why I regret it. If I actually would have finished my degree before I joined, I not only would have had my degree on my plate, I would have had 2 extra points on my advancement exam, where I would have advanced earlier than I did. My second regret is I wish that I would have went overseas for my first tour. I actually had an opportunity to go. I actually stood right there looking at the places that I was actually able to go to, and instead of choosing Japan, like my mind was set at that point, my heart wasn't. And I ended up coming to here, Lemoore, California. Part of the reason why I didn't go to Japan was because I wasn't mentally ready to leave my family yet, which in turn benefited me because both my grandparents passed away since I've been in the Navy, so I was actually able to see them before they passed away. I hear it's difficult when you're overseas to go back to the States because 1, it's expensive, and 2, I heard it's a pain in the ass. So I would have probably spent like thousands of dollars trying to come back to the States, and I wasn't prepared to do that. My third regret, actually, is I wish that I took advantage more of things while I was on deployment. To be honest with you, deployment brought out the worst in me as a person. It took me completely out of my element, and I thought I was mentally prepared, and I really wasn't. It was a very bad time frame that I don't ever wish to repeat again. But at the end of the day, you live and you learn. The reason why I regret not taking advantage of deployment was because, for one, who you go on port with kind of defines a lot. Your Liberty buddies can make or break that port for you. I wish that I had no more than 2 people on Liberty ports with me. The less people, the better. Once you start adding people to the things you want to do, it just starts getting chaotic, and it gets super frustrating because when you're in a port overseas, you want to be able to see as much as possible. You want to be able to do as much as possible. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But for me, I wanted to take advantage of seeing everything as much as possible, and I didn't. And a lot of it had to do with Liberty Buddy choices. And for those of you who have been deployed, oh my gosh, I am sweating profusely. For those of you who have been on deployment, why didn't I do an MWR tour, blah, blah, blah. Well, when I went to sign up, it was already sold out. So anyway, regret number 4. I really let this job take a hold on me too much. Yes, it is important to do your job. It's important to do your job correctly, do things by the books and stuff like that. Stop staring at me, guy. Mind your goddamn business. Anyway, I really forgot who I was since I've been in the Navy, and it took a hold on me a lot. And I think that deployment is what really gave me the biggest wake-up call of my life. I basically joined the Navy to get out of a weak state of mind. You know, I went through a breakup. I was doing the same thing all the freaking time, and it just felt robotic. My time in the Navy almost kind of feels that way. I feel like I'm doing the same thing all the time. I've been like stagnant a lot, and I hated it. Being on deployment really kind of even put me in a more confined, physically, mentally confined space, you know. I've forgotten a different part of myself. I want to be more. I want to do more outside of the Navy, you know. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope it was real enough for you. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, like, comment, or share. You can do one of those 3 things, or you can do all 3, you know. Just go on and do all 3. You know, you want to. I mean, you probably don't want to, but do it anyway. Thank you, guys. All right. Got a whale of a tale to tell you, lads. Whale of a tale or 2. You know what? I'm just going to let him sing it. Boom.
Whale of a tale and it's all true, I swear by my tattoo. Ahoy! Ship off the starboard bow!